Hey guys, once again welcome back to DevOps Master. I hope everyone is doing well. This is the part 3 of our ultimate DevSecOps GitLab CI/CD pipeline. In previous two parts, we have shown that how to clone our repository, Git repository to local, and how to run our application on local, how to Dockerize our application, how to push Docker image to the Docker Hub, and also we have saw that how to deploy our Kubernetes cluster on AWS on EC2 instances, how to deploy our application on Kubernetes cluster using Helm charts, and also how to implement static and dynamic application security checks using SonarCube. We have deployed SonarCube also. So if you didn't watch it previous two parts, please go and watch. You will get more clear idea what is happening here. And part 3 we will be creating GitLab CI/CD pipeline using GitLab YAML file. I will be showing you how to write YAML file for our CI/CD pipeline, and also how to implement monitoring using Grafana and Prometheus. Everything will be from scratch. Please, first of all, please like the video for support, and if you didn't watch it previous videos, go and watch. Now let's start the video. Okay, before doing hands-on, let me explain you what is the difference between Jenkins and GitLab. Some people might have doubt that why should we choose GitLab over Jenkins. So let me explain you. If you talk about Jenkins is primarily focused on only CI/CD implementation. But in GitLab is a like web-based DevOps tool which provides centralized single platform for your DevOps lifecycle management. Means it provides you single platform for your source code management, security, monitoring, and CI/CD implementation. So using GitLab, we can do everything, every DevOps implementation in a single platform. But Jenkins, it's not like that. If you want any additional feature, we need to use plugins, additional plugins for that. But and also, if we talk about Jenkins, it has more manual intervention. But in GitLab, it's like not like that. It doesn't have much manual intervention. Why? Because GitLab provides inbuilt features like SAST and DAST for security management, and also inbuilt updating the features. GitLab frequently come with new features and changes, but if you want to do changes and updates in Jenkins, you have to do manually. I am not saying that GitLab is best and Jenkins is not good. It's not like that. It depends on the needs of an organization. If you want more flexibility and manual intervention and more like comprehensive control over your infrastructure, you can choose Jenkins. But if you have less manual intervention, and if you want to automate things, and if you want everything at a one place, then you can choose GitLab. So these are the major differences between GitLab and Jenkins. Okay, first of all, these files are, if I check my git remote, you can find git remote. First of all, I need to change this remote. Here you can see our origin is GitLab Samarth -p college ERP. So this is not our Git account. So if we made any changes, we need to provide some credentials. So because we don't have credentials, so for that we need to change our origin, means git remote. For that I need to create one repository in GitLab. So let's create one new repository in GitLab. First of all, for that I need to log into GitLab. Okay, gitlab.com. Here it is. This is my account. You can see here. Okay, for that we need to click here, and here you can see one plus button. Click on plus button. There you will find that new group, snippet, and repository, new project or new repository. Click on that. Okay, create new project. Here you can find options like create blank project or create from template. If you have any template, you can use that to create project here. And also you can import from GitHub, Bitbucket, or other instance of GitLab, or you can directly implement CI/CD from external repository. So we will be creating one blank project, name it as GitLab, okay, underscore CICD, done. And project URL, ensure GitLab CICD, and select the deployment is optional. You can make it private or internal or public. I'm making it public. Initial repository with yeah, no need. Yeah, as I said, GitLab have inbuilt SaaS static application security test. You can implement that, but I am not doing that. Just click on create project. We are using SonarCube for that. Here you can find clone. Yeah, just choose https clone URL. Okay, click on that. Now we need to change our remote. Git remote set URL origin, this URL. Done. If you do git remote, here you can find ansashek 965 lab GitLab and CICD. Done. Now we can push all the changes to the our GitLab repository. How? Let's see. First of all, we need to commit change. If I do git status, here you will find that two files are created here. We need to add them. Git add helm chart. We just need helm charts. Now we need to commit them. Commit with message that helm chart is added. Done. It's added. Now we need to push our changes to our remote repository. Git push origin master. But it will ask credentials, username and password. For that we need to create one token. How? Let's do that. Scroll down, click on here, scroll down, go to settings. In settings you will find access tokens. Click on access tokens. Okay. Done. Click on add token. We need to name Git CICD, not Git CICD. Okay, GitLab CICD as a guest. Okay. API, read API, create runner, manage runner, okay, read repository, write repository, read registry, write registry, done. Kubernetes proxy, no need, manage runner, create runner, done. That's it. Create project access token. Now it will create for us. Just copy this token and come here and paste. Enter. Enable access the request your request error returned error. Okay, why? Because I have created as a guest. That's why I think I don't have permission. Let's create. Okay, click on add new token. Token now GitLab CICD and as a I am owner. So and read API and also create repository, write repository, read registry, write registry. Done. Click on create access token. You can see token is created. Now copy it. Come here. Let's clear this. Now once again push origin master 65. Done. Copy. Enter. Now successfully all the changes are pushed to GitLab. If you come here and click on we need to change the name. It's GitLab. Sorry. Well, let's change project settings. Here you can change the name. Just remove this. Save changes. Done. I hope it's changed successfully. Done. GitLab CICD. Here you can find all the files are added. Done. So guys, to implement CI/CD, here you can find options like if I click here, here you can find build, code and deploy. If I go in settings, here you can find CI/CD. For CI/CD in GitLab, we need .git .gitlab -ci.yaml file. It's like a Jenkins, like it's similar to Jenkins file for like defining stages of CI/CD pipeline. So here we use .gitlab ci.yaml file. So let's create that. For that we need to click on here. You can see one plus button, new file or upload file. I will be creating new file. Done. Okay, it's taking little time because of slow internet, I think so. Let's file name. First of all, we need to give file name .gitlab-ci.yaml. Done. Okay, now first of all, as if you know Jenkins, you know if you know how to write Jenkins file, you get that we need to mention like pipeline and stages and steps like that. But in GitLab, first of all, we need to mention that how many stages we are going to use in our CI/CD pipeline. And if you mention stages like build, deploy, monitor, like this, the sequence in which you have mentioned stages, those stages will be executed. First, if I given stage like deploy, then after first, if you implemented Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, in that you need to create Jenkins file. So in GitLab we need to create .gitlab YAML file. If you know Jenkins, in that we like while creating Jenkins file, we give that like stages, steps and sections like that for our CI/CD pipeline. stages, build stages. So in GitLab we need to provide stages. Suppose if I mentioned build, deploy and monitor stage in a sequence which I have provided stages, those stages will be executed in a sequence which I have provided. Okay, you will get more idea when we do hands on. First of all, we need to mention stages, enter hyphen, let's mention it as first of all we are doing SonarCube change, SonarCube checks. For that we need to mention SonarCube hyphen check. Okay, next one is like build stage, next one is like pushed stage, we need to push our image to the Docker hub. Next one is like deploy stage, deploy. So these are 4 stages uh, which we are using in our CI/CD pipeline. So according to the sequence given, first SonarCube check stage will be executed, after that build, push, then lastly deploy. Okay, now let's, I think you got that now. So let's do SonarCube check. If we see here, our SonarCube is up and running. We need to log in, admin 123. Okay, let's do admin. While logging, it will ask for us the default password and default credentials for SonarCube is admin and admin. Password, username, both are admin. Okay, while logging it will ask for us to change the password. You can keep strong password. I'm just using admin 123. Okay, click on update, it will update the new password. Here you can see that multiple options for creating our SonarCube checks, on which from where you are going to, from where you want to take SonarCube for code for analysis, from Azure DevOps or from Bitbucket server or from Bitbucket cloud or from GitHub or GitLab. So I will be creating manually. You can create manually too. Okay, let's provide it's like GitLab underscore CICD done. Master branch, it's not main. Okay, master setup, it will set up. Now how do you want to analyze your repository? Okay, we will be using GitLab CICD, and it will ask for us set your project key, what option best describes your build. Okay, we will be using Python and Django based, so we will click on others, create sonar project dot properties file. We need to create one more file, name it sonar project dot properties. Come to GitLab and save change. Okay, you can see changes are saved. I have slow internet guys, so that's why it's taking some little bit time. Now we need to create one more file, new file. File name is sonarproject.properties, and just copy these commands here and save. Now commit the changes. Next one is click on continue. Now add environment variables. GitLab provides you environment variables. GitLab provides you to keep environment variables like security keys, passwords, and any sensitive data in the form of variables which are needed for your CI/CD pipeline. Like I will be giving my GitHub password, GitHub username, everything in the form of variables. How to create variable in GitLab means just left side you will see that keep slider visible. Okay, scroll down. If you move on to settings, here you can find, click on settings. In settings you will find CI/CD. Click on CI/CD. Inside CI/CD we will be having runners, artifacts. Runners are like if you want to use GitLab shared runners, you can use that. They are free. They will they will host your application. If you want to use your own runners, you can configure your own runners also, like servers. Artifacts are stores your data, like executed data in artifacts. GitLab stores stages, CI/CD pipeline execution data in artifacts. Okay, and variables. Here you can find variables. You can give trigger tokens also. Click on variables. Now here add variable. Okay, what is the name? So here you can find define the SonarCube token environment variables in GitLab. Go to settings, CI/CD variables, and the following variables make it available for your project. Option A, in the key field enter sonar token. Okay, in the key field we need to enter sonar. Okay, done. Next one is like in the value field, enter the existing token or newly generated token. Click on generated token. Okay, generate. Here you can find token, copy this and come to GitLab, paste here. Done. And what is saying? Okay, continue. Next one is uncheck the protect variable and check the mask variable. Okay, uncheck the protect variable. Okay, check the mask variable. Done. What it's do? Masked in job logs, but value can be revealed in CI/CD settings. Requires a values to meet regular expression requirements. Okay, done. Click on add variable. Done. Variable is done variable is added. Next one is define the SonarCube URL. Like this URL we need to give to CI/CD pipeline so it can access that CI/CD pipeline. So name will be sonar host URL. Paste at key place. Next one is copy this URL. Come here and paste in value. And what is it saying? Uncheck the protect variable. Leave the mask variable. Checkbox unchecked. Okay. We need to uncheck mask too. Okay. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Add variable. Done. Cancel. Come here and click on continue. Next one is like create or update your .gitlab-ci.yaml file and file following content, and we need to copy this in our file. Copy and come to our GitLab CICD. Click on GitLab-CICD. Now we need to edit our CICD pipeline file, configuration file. Click this and here you can find one pipeline is executed whenever something change happens in our project repository. It automatically triggers the our pipeline. Edit in pipeline editor. Okay, now scroll down and we need to create sonar. Let's just paste here. Here you can see sonar check is gone. Now we need to mention that which stage it is. Stage, which one? Copy this. SonarCube check. Control C, Control V. Okay, done. Commit the changes. I think now you can commit the changes. I think it is stages, not stage. Done. That's why it's showing like that. Now commit the changes. Come to our and finish the tutorial. Done. It's waiting for first analysis to come. You can see checking pipeline status. Done. Yeah, pipeline is triggered. You can view pipeline. See SonarCube check. It's running. One job. Here if you click on, you can see all the logs related to our job pipeline running with GitLab-runner. This is the shared runner and okay, preparing the Docker plus machine using Docker executor with image SonarCube-SonarCube-scanner CLI latest. Why? Because if you see here, yeah, done. Fast. If yeah, success, job success. Our SonarCube analysis is successfully done, guys. Here you can find all the data related to our code. 21 bugs are there, 0 vulnerability. Here you can see 21 bugs, 0 vulnerabilities and 29 security hotspots, 7 hours 4 minute dev. Okay, code smells. You can see everything here. Issues. See, import only need names or import the module and then use it members. Okay, so these are the things like SonarCube gives us. It will analyze our code, static code and also dynamic code. So SonarCube stage also done. Okay, now SonarCube check stage is completed. Now we need to write build stage for building our Docker image. So let's start it. First of all, we need to mention that which stage we are going to use, which stage we are building. Okay, now we need to write build stage. Okay, build, and we need to mention stage, which stage we are going to implement here. It's build. Okay, next image, which image our like GitLab runner need to use for our stage environment. It will be Docker and latest one, and also like services. Services are external images which are going to run parallelly with our Docker containers, Docker images. Okay, like Docker D in D, like Docker in Docker. Like it will allow it will allow given commands to run inside the Docker. So we will be using Docker D in D, Docker in Docker. Okay, it will allow our commands to run inside Docker container. Next one, scripts. Scripts are like commands, which commands need to be executed. Okay, script only, not scripts. Done. Okay, first of all, we need to like we need to build our image. Okay, done. Echo building docker image. It will print this one, building docker image. And next one is like docker build hyphen t, like we need to give a variable docker hyphen image. Okay, here this is the command. Next, okay, next we need to provide this builded image to our like do I mentioned push, yeah, push stage. So why? Because we are running these stages CI/CD pipeline on shared runners. So GitLab uses different runners. So builded image need to given to the like our push stage need to accessible to need. Okay, we are running build stage. Now our build stage will generate a image, Docker image. But while pushing that image to Docker Hub, we need to run push stage also. But if our push stage didn't get that image in its artifacts or it logs, it will say that that image, particular given image is not found. So to overcome that, we need to give artifacts so it can store in that. So our GitLab can store that image in artifacts, and that artifacts can be accessible with other stages. Okay, we need to mention that artifacts here. Okay, docker save hyphen o docker hyphen underscore image dot in the form of tar file. It will be compressed file underscore docker underscore image. Okay, we will be storing our docker image in the form of tar file in artifacts, and we need to like mention artifacts. Okay, on which path it need to be stored. Docker underscore image dot uh, paths. Okay, done. So this is our build stage, guys. Stage build, we need to mention which stage we are using, build stage and image for our docker, our environment, like build environment. We'll use docker image for running our this job. And services are like parallel docker images need to be run with our actual image. Okay, docker deinit means docker in docker. It will allow commands to run inside docker container. Okay, docker dnd uh, docker in docker, it will allow our commands to run inside docker container. Scripts are like the actual commands which are going to execute. Echo building docker image, docker build hyphen t docker image. Okay, we need to provide image name in the form of variables. We need to mention variables also. Let's give variables. Okay, variables like docker underscore image is no, it's college underscore app. Okay, done. Actually done. Okay, let's run our build stage. Commit changes automatically, pipeline will be triggered. If you go to pipeline, here you can see SonarCube check is running. After SonarCube check completes, after completing the SonarCube check only, it will move to the build stage, like build job. If you do refresh, done. SonarCube checks are done. Next, let's see our build stage. We go to jobs. Okay, come to build stage. Running with GitLab runner, preparing Docker plus machine executor using Docker executor with image, Docker latest, error, building Docker image, Docker build hyphen t image, building default instance using Docker, load build definition from Docker. Okay, fail to read Docker file, open Docker file, no such file or directory. It's saying that Docker file is not present. I think Docker file we didn't added. Okay, Docker file is successfully added. Let's check it. If you scroll down here, you can find Docker file. Done. Let's check once again. So this is our Docker file. Let's run pipeline once again. Okay, pipeline is running. Pipeline is triggered. Let's see what happens. Okay, SonarCube. Okay, SonarCube checks are passed. Let's see the build. Okay, build job is running. Preparing Docker machine using Docker executor with machine Docker latest. Let's hope it will run. It will run. We have provided Docker file also now. Job succeed. SonarCube checks are done, but build is taking some time. Docker, okay. Here you can see running, done. Preparing image, build image, Docker image, successful. You can see our build stage also successfully done, and the artifacts are stored in tar file. Yeah, you can see uploading artifacts. Docker save, Docker image, tar file done. Next stage is push. We need to push our Docker image to Docker Hub. Okay, let's edit the file. For push, edit in pipeline. Scroll down, and I forgot here. We need to mention like which how to say, like which branch, like master branch or any other branch need to use. We need to mention that only hyphen master. Okay, done. Go back. Now push stage. Here we need to mention push. Done. We image, which images need to use Docker. Same here also. Latest. And services, we know services. Which one? I want Docker d in d. Services also run. Here we need to push like dependencies. We need to give dependencies here on build. Why? Because our push stage depends on our build stage. Why? Because we if we don't use dependencies, our push command not able to not able to access our Docker image. So we need to mention dependencies. Our push stage depends on our build stage. Okay, this is the dependencies. And script, you know that commands are scripts. Now we need to, sorry, it's script, not scripts. Okay, now echo login to Docker Hub. Okay, next one is we need to log in. Docker log in hyphen u. User, which user? We need to provide variable, our username, Docker underscore username. Done. And password hyphen p. Password is, we need to mention password too in the form of variables. Docker password. Done. We need to, first of all, we need to tag our image to push to Docker Hub. Echo tagging Docker image. Okay, next one is Docker tag Docker score image as, sorry, Docker underscore user name slash Docker underscore image. Okay, done. Now we need to push. Echo pushing Docker image hyphen Docker push Docker underscore user name slash copy. We need to paste here. Okay, and we need to mention which branch it need to use master. Done, guys. Okay, so this is our push stage. You can see stage push image, Docker image it has to use for our stage environment. And services, Docker d in d, it will allow command need, so command can execute in Docker container. And dependencies, our push stage will be depend on build stage. And script is we use, you can see echo is just, it will print the command inside echo. Okay, next Docker login, we need to provide username and password in the form of variables. Next tagging, it will tag the image with our username. Next one is pushing Docker image. Using Docker push command, we will push our Docker image to Docker Hub. So that's it, guys. First of all, we need to provide. Okay, first I think when I say save this one, okay, let's new tab. Okay, make it duplicate. Now we need to provide variables. Settings CI/CD. Okay, go to variables and add variable. I will need to provide Docker underscore username answer check 965. Done. Save your variable. Docker underscore password is done. Add variable. See, you can see here Docker username and Docker password are successfully, is it correct? Docker password and Docker username. Okay, Docker username, Docker password done. Let's save this. commit changes, pipeline will be triggered. Yeah, you can see here SonarCube check, build and push. Okay, SonarCube check is done, build. Now it's building the image. After completing build, push will run. Build also successful. Let's see push. Okay, job failed. Okay, why it's taking Docker latest, college app latest? We didn't. Okay, login is successful, but it's saying that it didn't find college underscore app latest. Let's see. Okay, the issue is that our like build stage not getting the Docker image which we have stored in artifacts. So that's the issue. Why? Because I didn't load those artifacts in our push stage. That's why it's giving the error. Let's edit in pipeline. Done. Here in push, we have to load echo loading Docker image because we didn't -i docker underscore image dot tar. Yeah, done. Now it will load the image from our build stage. Now once I commit the changes, view pipeline. Done guys. Push command also successfully done. Job succeed. You can see. Yeah, you can see Docker push. Because of this Docker load, it didn't got the image. Now successfully pushing also done. Next job is deploying application. Last job is deploying our application. For this I am using my runner as a my master node. Okay, this master node will be used as a runner. Let's connect our instance one, node one. Done. Okay. Till now we have used GitLab shared runners for like hosting our applications, hosting our CI/CD pipeline. But particularly for deployment stage, I want to use my runners, like my runner. For that we need to install runner. Okay. For that come to CI/CD, go to settings and CI/CD and select runners. If you scroll down, okay, this is the default runner provided by GitLab. If you want to add your runner, click on new project runner. It will load. Okay, tags. Uh, okay, I will be naming it as master runner. Next one, that's it. We need to provide. Okay, job timeout. Okay, we will be using Linux. You will having like multiple options here. You can use Linux, Mac OS or Windows, anything for hosting your application, like running your job on that particular server. I am using master node, Google Cloud, Docker, Kubernetes. You can use Docker as your runner, Kubernetes. So this is the step one is we need to copy this command and we have to run on our master node. Master node is what happened. It's taking some time. And step two is I will show you. Done. Let's paste this. Okay. It's saying that GitLab runner register is not found. Let's search on Google. Install Ubuntu. Install GitLab runner. Click on first link. If you scroll down, let's copy this one and try with this one. Let's run this one. Done. Change this. Done. We need to add user. Done. So run service. Okay. Okay, done. Let's do GitLab runner. Okay, done. Successfully installed. Now we can register our runner. Copy this command and come to our master node. Paste here. Warning. We need to provide URL for our GitLab. Like example, this one only. Copy this one here from here and paste. Done. Okay, it will asking what name you want to provide for your runner. Whatever you want to provide, you can. Okay, I will be naming this as master underscore runner. Done. And like executor, which executor you want to use, like execution of commands, like Docker autoscaler or instance, custom, SSH, parallels, virtualbox, Docker, Kubernetes, shell, or anything. I will be using shell. Okay, done. Configuration is done. Okay, now authentication was saved. Done. Okay, everything is done. If I do GitLab runner run, done. It's running. If we go to our runners, view runners, here we will find our runner is successfully configured master runner. If I open this, here you can find this is the IP address of our runner. Let's check is it correct or not. It's a public IP, okay, 88.191.244.95 okay. Successfully master runner is configured, okay. Our runner is configured. Now we need to write, okay, we have to write now. Let's see it, okay. Let's write our deployment stage, okay. Deploy stage, deploy script, okay. uh, Sorry, script hyphen echo deploy to Kubernetes cluster using Helm, okay. Sudo Helm, it's already installed, so upgrade college app, or we can say install college score app using search Helm chart, okay. And hyphen set, we need to change our image, okay. Every time whenever some changes happens, it will create new tag and new image, so we need to make it like that. Inside Helm deployment, or we can say values.yaml, image has to be changed, image has to be updated every time. Repository is equal to dollar docker underscore username slash underscore docker image, and hyphen set image dot tag is equal to latest. Done. Docker username slash docker image and the repository, okay, done. And we need to like provide tags in the form of tags, in the form of tags we will be giving our runner name, what it is, master, copy and paste, okay. Now this deployment stage will use our master runner, which we have configured to host this stage, okay, to run this stage and to deploy our application. Done. Everything is correct, or must have latest deploy sudo helm install college. Let me check once, okay. Let's do, okay, let's commit changes. You can see pipeline is triggered, SonarCube checks are done. I will provide all the links related to blogs and like websites which we have used for our like purpose of installing some runners, and also for some dependencies. Whatever we use in the video, I will provide all the links in the description. You can go and access from there. After this CI/CD pipeline, we need to implement monitoring also by using Grafana and Prometheus. Show you how to deploy Grafana and Prometheus on our servers Kubernetes cluster for monitoring, like for health checks of pods, like CPU utilization and how many like resources utilization monitoring, everything we using Grafana and Prometheus. I will explain you what are you can see build stage also completed. So after it, if it is successful, we will do that, okay. Push is also successful. Let's see deployment. So it failed, saying that my mistake guys, I forgot syntax error, I forgot here o echo, that's why it's given error. Small mistakes here, echo it is. Sudo helm install college app, yeah, save, commit changes. Okay, it's failed again. There is nothing to change here. If I copy this command and come to my cluster, if I paste this here, it's saying like Kubernetes cluster is unreachable, localhost 8080 is unreachable, okay. The same error, that same error we are getting here. If we come to CI/CD, and if we go to our, if you go to our jobs, build jobs, if you see our deployment in that logs, we will get same error, okay. Let's see here, same error, Kubernetes cluster unreachable. Here also we can see that same error is coming. Now Let's try to run this command once again by just removing the sudo. Okay, just remove the sudo and run this. You can see deployment is successful. So what I am saying is, by just removing the sudo, okay, this one is uninstalled. So what I am saying, that just by removing the sudo we can get deployment successful. Now let's commit the changes. Changes are committed. Okay, now let's try to build the pipeline. Okay, it's already running. Here you can see SonarCube checks are running. Done. Now it's building the Docker image. Deployment also successful, guys. You can see deployment also successful. So our whole CI/CD pipeline is successful. Here you can see job succeed, deployment. If I go to here, come here. If I do kubectl, here our application is running. So let's try to access get all -o void. Okay, on like it's node 1. On node 1 our application is running on port 30703. We have to open this one 30703. Let's use this, save changes. Let's copy this instance node 1, copy the public IP and come to Google and search for what is 30703. So you can see our application is running successfully. So our CI/CD pipeline is successful. You can see here, just the simple mistake, just remove the sudo and it will successfully run. Now we need to implement monitoring using Grafana and Prometheus. Let's do, first of all we need to install Grafana and Prometheus on our cluster here. For that you need to go to my LinkedIn and there you will find blog related to Grafana and Prometheus. Here this is the blog, click on it. Here you will get all the commands related to deployment of Prometheus and Grafana. Okay, Prometheus is actually takes all the logs related to our Kubernetes cluster and it will provide to Grafana, and Grafana gives us one visualization related to whole data. If you have a huge amount of logs and data, then you can't analyze that using Prometheus. Why? Because it will give all the logs in the form of YAML and also JSON format. So you can't analyze that. For that we will use Grafana for visualization. If you use visualization, you will get more clear idea about what is happening inside the cluster. Okay, that's why we are using Prometheus and Grafana. I will show you. First of all, create namespace, copy this command and come to master node and paste here. One Prometheus namespace is created. Next one is create config map for Prometheus configuration. Okay, we need to create one this file, Prometheus config.yaml file. Let me change to projects and cd college app. Now let's create vim. Okay, done. Just copy this this one. Here you can find this is the API version v1 and kind is config map, and metadata is like name. We need to provide name and labels like that, but label is not required for config map. And data is prometheus.yaml file, global scrap interval 15 seconds. So this is the it's like on default Prometheus runs on 1990 port, so target port is that one. Done. Next, scroll down, apply. We need to apply this one. Let's apply. Config is created. Step is deploy Prometheus. Use the official Prometheus Helm chart. Using Helm chart, we will be deploying our. Okay, let's copy this one and paste here. Enter. Done. If I do kubectl get all, no wide. Here we will find. Okay, sorry guys, we need to search in this namespace and okay, -n, Control C, Prometheus. Done. Here we will find Prometheus is running. The state matrix is like metrics on which whole logs are aggregated. So our Prometheus server is running on okay, 46 means node 2. Let's check. Copy the public IP and come to Google and search 9090. Okay, we need to change inbound rules. Go to security and click on security group and edit inbound rules. Allow port 9090. Here you can see port 9090 is not allowed. Allow 9090. Prometheus. That's it. Save. Now we can. It's not. I think it using node port. We need to service. We need to check for service. Okay. Prometheus server is running on actually. Here you can see Prometheus server is exposed to node port. We use node port, that's why it's 30900. We need to once again change inbound rules. So allow this port, okay, from wherever you are. So here we need to give 30900. Here you can find our Prometheus is. Here you can find Prometheus is running successfully. Okay, done. If you place query in the form of JSON query, you will get the logs related to our Kubernetes server. Next one is we need to okay, done. Okay, you can delete using this also. Now we need to install Grafana. For that, if you scroll down after installing Prometheus, if you scroll down, you will get the commands here. First of all, we need to add Helm repo for Grafana. Just copy this one, paste here. Here some change we need to make. Here we need to give a space, enter. Okay, it's saying that Grafana already exists. Next, we need to update the repo, copy, updating, done. Why updating? Because suppose if you added a Helm repo 1 month back or some 1 week back and you are trying to like deploy now, and might be there is a chance of might you get an error. So that's why need to update before installing Grafana. Done. Helm install Grafana. Grafana is installed, and now you can see, just don't ignore these, don't clear. Okay, get your admin user password by running this. If you want to log in Grafana, you need this password. Okay, this will be generated by just by running this command only. Okay, this is the password. Okay, using this only you can log into your Grafana, and username is admin. Okay, and that's it. Get the Grafana URL to visit by running these commands in the same shell. Okay, namespace default, port forward, kubectl namespace is default, port forward, port name 3000. Okay, done. Now let's check kubectl get all -o y. See here, you can see Grafana pod is running on this. I think this one is node 1. Yeah, node 1. On node 1 Grafana is running, and next one, if you see the service cluster IP, Grafana is cluster IP. That's why we can't access this from outside of our cluster. So to make it available from outside, we need to change this service to node port. Okay, let's edit it. kubectl edit svc service Grafana. Okay, I just scroll down, and here you will find type cluster IP. Just change this to node port. Done. Enter. Sorry. Escape. :wq. Now if you do all wide, here you will find its node port. Okay, on 31388. So just go to security group and edit inbound rules. Allow this port. Okay, add rule, add this port from anywhere, and Grafana. Done. Save rule. Now go to instances and copy the public IP address of this one and come here, and it's running on port 303 running on. Okay, 31388. Done. You can see Grafana is successfully running. We need to log in, and for that where is a password? Okay, here it is. This is the password. Please don't ignore after installing Grafana. You need this command, okay, for getting your password. Username is admin and password is this one. Okay, and login successful. Never. So this is the like dashboard we can say not a dashboard. This is the console of Grafana. From here we can like access, we need to actually we need to create dashboard to see the all the like visualization what is happening in our Kubernetes cluster. For that we need to add dashboard and data source. We can check data source is running or not. If I copy this URL and let's copy this our Prometheus URL and come here, add Prometheus, you will having multiple like options for data sources like Graphite, Prometheus, InfluxDB, OpenTSDB. So Loki also it's aggregate all the logs from our cluster to Prometheus. Okay, let's configure Prometheus and Prometheus only. Copy here URL and scroll down, test. You can see successfully queried the Prometheus API. Okay, it's running. Now we need to create a dashboard. Okay, import. Let's go to home. If you go to like dashboards, you can find Prometheus stats, but we are not going to do that. Let's new dashboard. Click on new dashboard, import dashboard. Okay, I have already downloaded one JSON file. Like actually for visualization we need to create dashboards, we need to write files, JSON files. Okay, we need to write programmer. Actually this one will be done by programmers. Programmers will write the JSON format for our dashboard, what is need to be included and what type of visualization and what type of logs will be considered. Everything will be written in the form of JSON file. So that one will be done by programmers. If you ask programmers to do that for you, they will do. Okay, but I have downloaded one free format, JSON format. You can see here, just copy this one and that's it. Import. Okay, this one is Prometheus, we need to add this one and import. Okay, done. Here you can see visualization of our uptime 100 is total series, memory chunks, and you can see everything here like failures and errors and like localhost 1990. This one is our Prometheus. You can see this one is memory chunks, and if you scroll down more, here you will find all the Kubernetes API servers, Kubernetes pods, Kubernetes pod slow, Kubernetes service endpoints, everything. Here you can see target sync. So this is the actual visualization of our logs which are getting from this Prometheus. Okay, this is the Prometheus dashboard and this one is Grafana dashboard. Here you can see all the logs related to our Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so that is it guys. This is our ultimate DevSecOps GitLab CI/CD pipeline. We have done everything in this, from creating Docker file tool, like deploying Kubernetes cluster and deploying application using Helm charts and monitoring using Prometheus and Grafana, everything from scratch. So if you find this video informative, please don't forget to like video and share with your friends who are trying to get into DevOps or cloud related roles. And if you want more videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe to DevOps Master and click on the bell icon for notification whenever I post the video. We will meet in another video. Take care.